Hello beautiful dolls, long time no see. So in this video I thought I would bring you along a little drawing session. I haven't been to art school and I have no technique. I just replicate what I see. And for those of you who haven't been to an art school, hopefully you will find some solace in somebody who just draws from replicating. I'm just jumping in here quite quickly just to try and explain myself a little better. What I meant to say is that I have not learned any techniques. I just look at an image, replicate what I see the best I can, and hopefully it will take off some of the pressure for you guys if ever you feel stuck or you feel like you don't have enough technique. We need to stop making the drawing process so pretentious and just have fun with it, to be honest. Just remember how you felt when you were a kid, and this is, I'm telling you guys this, but I'm telling myself this especially because I put so much pressure on myself, and at the end of the day I just want to do a little drawing, have a bit of fun, and nothing too serious. We're not there to sell it, we're not there to display it in a national gallery. It's just for ourselves. If it's bad, it's bad. It can just be thrown in the bin and then we start all over again. So hopefully that will be helpful. Hopefully you will enjoy this calming question mark video, and hopefully you can draw along and have some fun. Thank you. Hello beautiful folk, it's me again. I do hope that you enjoyed this slower paced video where you see most of my drawing process. As you can see, it's not very in-depth. I just take a piece of A4 paper usually that's a little bit grainy and thicker, and I sketch out quite briefly where I want to place, in this case, the eyes, the nose, the lips. I just kind of futz around with it for quite some time until I'm happy with it. This is the phase that to me takes the longest and is the most tedious because I'm always going back and forth and finding a place where I think I'm okay. And then I usually, as you can see here, trace it in black. I do have pointed black pens, which are lovely. They come in different variants, and I've always used these. I think they're really crisp. So yes, I just fill in how I think it should look like, and I'm constantly, you don't really see me in the video, but I'm constantly looking back and back at the original picture as I put pen on paper, and that's basically how I do it. And this to me is the most enjoyable moment of the process. It's where I can really relax, listen to a podcast, and just chill out, live my best life. I've really been enjoying drawing at the minute. I think for quite some time I was putting too much pressure on myself to create this masterful drawing, and if it wasn't perfect then couldn't be proud of it, and nowadays you have to post everything online, so I always felt this extra pressure. But yeah, I've just been enjoying now. I think now that I've got black hair, I'm going back into a more gothic / darker style of illustration, and I'm really enjoying this. And I've always seen this illustration on Pinterest and I've always really loved it. It's It does take me a while to find an illustration I want to replicate. This one was one that I knew instantly I wanted to do. I've always been obsessed with Biba and their clothing line, and especially their makeup. I think I enjoy the fact that it was such a short-lived brand, unfortunately, but it carries so much aura, and I especially love how dark and mysterious it is, and all the purple hues and velvets that come with the fashion. The makeup to me is quite reminiscent of 1920s makeup, and I think that's why I love it so much. And to be honest, while I'm looking at this, I do come to realize it influences my own makeup. I like the fact that it's quite punk, quite gothic, quite 1920s vamp. It incorporates a lot of different eras and fashions that I really adore, and I think this is why I went for this drawing today. I think I've mentioned this before, but I'm not very good at imagining things. If I imagine, let's say, a dog and try to draw it from memory, it looks horrendous, but if I copy it, it looks a bit better and you can actually tell it's a dog. So that's just not how my brain works, but I do enjoy replicating. The longer I was drawing this, the more it reminded me of Fiona Apple. I think she's a singer. I just know her from the iconic photo shoot she did in a subway dressed in armor, and also the interview she did with Quentin Tarantino when he was raving about how good of an artist she was and she was just bored. Iconic. But yeah, I usually love drawing faces. It's my favorite thing to do, especially eyes. I think it's a universal feeling. And yes, I hope you're feeling relaxed. I know I really needed this. I needed to unwind and have a good time just with pen and paper, listening to a true crime podcast. Yeah, and I think it turned out quite nice. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. Have a fantastic rest of the day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.
Now that I found you, I'll look no more. Through all these lonely years, I've watched and waited for somebody like you. Somebody like you could bring me the sunshine and happiness too. Somebody who'd care. Somebody who'd share a little love anywhere. You know how much a little rose means to a bee. Well, honey, you mean even more than that to me. Whoever you are, whatever you do, who wouldn't be satisfied with somebody like you? I've roamed here and there and everywhere to find that certain someone who would really care. And somehow I could never find that one, it seems. But dearest, you I've always pictured in my dreams. Pack up your trunk today.
While I was editing, I took a little break and went to this lovely pub in Glasgow, which my friend actually told me there is a similar pub in London if you're closer by, and it is the Waxy O'Connor, and I highly recommend if you love Hobbit vibes.